Great viewers, the system here is detailed on how single phase or 240 volts can be converted to 380 volts or 415 volts. In other words, I'm trying to explain the fact that if you have single phase power current and you have a certain device or a machine like this one or that one that operates under the voltage of 380 or 415, that is three phase, and you have single phase in your house or in your warehouse, I'm going to teach you, train you, or show you how you can convert single phase or 240 volts to 380 volts, which is three phase, or 415. This is what we call voltage or frequency converter. Remember, when we are talking about frequency, we are talking about how you are going to enable your motors to operate either under sufficiency of current of the electric voltage or insufficiency of electric voltage. Sufficiency, I mean your motor or your device is running at a voltage of 415 volts and the supply is 415 volts. But insufficiency, I'm talking about, or we are talking about a situation whereby you have 240 volts and you want to convert it to 415. So here you use a frequency converter. Other people call it drive. This frequency converter, the input takes 240 volts. This is the same as this one, whereby the input is red line and blue and black, which black represent neutral. So the input is line or live with the neutral to complete the circuit. And the output, as it's shown here, for those ones who are new and they would like to understand and know how to convert frequency 240 volts to 415 or 380, I think this tutorial today is going to help you understand more about how you can convert 240 volts to 415 volts or 380 volts. I've talked about the frequency converter or the drive, which converts single phase to three phase or amplifies single phase, which is 220, 230, 240, 260 volts to 380 volts or 415. So if you have three-phase machine, a machine that consumes 415 volts, don't worry. Just engage me through an email. If you are in Kenya, in Nairobi, Kenya, contact me through 0728 448062. But if you are within East African community, you can also contact me through the same contacts. But if you are outside Kenya, remember to, kama uko Tanzania, ongezea alama ya jumuisha, alama ya jumuisha 254 then 728. Don't put there 0. And you can see this is a panel cutting machine, panel saw, that its rating is 415 volts. Yet the electrification of this building or the transformer out there can only supply 240 volts. Thereby, using a drive or a frequency converter enables one or an individual to be able to use single phase but to operate the machine that consumes 415 volts. Condition: when you are converting your power from single phasing to three phase, or from 240 volts to 415 volts, a point to bear in mind, serious one. Take the rating in kilowatt of the machine, like this one is 5.5 kilowatts, and install a drive or what do we call frequency converter that is above 5.5. Don't install a frequency converter that is below the rating in power of the machine that you are going to use. By doing so, you would have done nothing. In fact, you will create deformation, or you will damage your application or your appliance, and you will appear as if someone who never went to school. So, for those ones who are able to understand the phrase that I've used, I have not abused anybody. But I'm trying to, if you are watching, to make you awake so that you can become alert. It makes you alert to listen and think, why did he say so? I'm saying that for this one, you see this drive is 5.5 kilowatt and that machine is 5.5 kilowatt. Remember, the SI unit for power is in kilowatt or in watts. So 1,000 watts makes 1 kilowatt.